I would say walking and yoga together do really good for women that are pregnant. If you can start doing it, if you're not already, amazing. You're gonna have an easy time. Hi, hello, hope you guys are doing well. My name is Camille. If you haven't been here before, I am a millennial mama who loves beauty, books, and God. And here on my channel, I do a lot of lifestyle content. And today I am doing something very exciting. I am showing you guys how I stay active during pregnancy. First things first, I have to prepare my drinks before working out. I like to have 2 drinks on me. The first one is water, obviously. And as somebody that used to take pre-workout and I would drink BCAAs while working out, I don't do either because I'm pregnant, and I'm not sure if you can even do that. I'm pretty sure you can. Now, what I like to have is water and white cranberry juice. But the white cranberry juice, I like to have chia seeds in. So these are actually powdered chia seeds, iced in my cup. I put 2 teaspoons of the chia seeds because I find that it helps me go to the bathroom and it just makes my stomach feel really nice. So I have that with my juice. For the juice, I have like 3-to-1 water because it's too sweet. And it makes it hard to drink while I'm working out because while I'm working out, I really only like to drink water. But I find that the juice actually gives me a little bit of an energy boost, which makes it easier for me to do more steps. Let me take you into my office because that's where I work out, and we're here. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of exercise during pregnancy. I might be a little bit of a hypocrite, but prior to getting pregnant, I wasn't really working out. I don't have an excuse for that. I just was lazy and I'd go for walks, but I wasn't getting a consistent 10K steps a day or anything like that. Whereas now I'm in my 3rd trimester and believe it or not, I'm getting a consistent, I would say between 8 to 10,000 steps a day, which is really good. I feel good and I feel like I look good. And so my mood is always up and there's a lot of benefits. In this video, I'm gonna kind of break it down into different parts. The first part is gonna be why exercise is important during pregnancy. Second part is gonna be talking about how I implement getting 10,000 steps a day into my daily routine. The third part is about my other favorite form of exercise, which is yoga and stretching, specifically during pregnancy, because I'm not really a yoga person. If you're like me, I'm unfortunately suffering from sciatica pain and I'm carrying large, so it's no surprise, but yoga has been a really great help with that. And then just I guess pros and cons of implementing exercise, and also obviously a disclaimer, talk to your doctor. Maybe this isn't something that you can do, or maybe it is something you should be doing. I'm not sure, I'm not you. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys. So I'm hoping to help other mamas out. And yeah. Besides the fact that you can stay active and you can do stretches to help your muscles and to help any pain that you would have in your body, there are several reasons why exercise is so important during pregnancy. First one being, when you're exercising, you're strengthening muscles that will support you later on with labor. So doing exercises that focus on your hips, focus on your pelvic floor, that kind of stuff, is really helpful later on, especially if you're giving birth the normal way. If you're giving birth via cesarean, like I have in the past, it does also help. Although you're not pushing and it's not going the same way, the delivery is not the same, the recovery is actually better when you're active during pregnancy, I find. It also reduces the risk of gestational diabetes, which is so massive for me because I love sugar and this baby's craving sugar, and I actually have my 2nd glucose test tomorrow because the first one was inconclusive. So working out is so important. The 3rd reason is that when you work out and when you get your steps in and you do a little bit more than than what you typically would do. Like if you get your heart rate going and you have a few active zone minutes during the day, it boosts your mood. Why? Because it releases endorphins. And when your mood is up, no one can bring you down because your day is going to be amazing. The fourth and the last thing is that it enhances your sleep quality. Obviously, if you work out during the day, you get a little bit more tired. And so when you go to sleep at night, the quality of your sleep is going to be better because you're burning the energy that you need to be burning during the day, depending on how your diet is, etc., etc. But if you're like me and you have a baby that wakes up throughout the night, it's a little tough to get that quality of sleep, but it is improved. I have a love-hate relationship with walking outdoors because where I live, there's a lot of elevated plains. You know, when you're pregnant, it's a little bit hard because not only is it a challenge because of the height, it's also a challenge because I'm lifting the weight of my stomach. And because right now in Canada, we are nearing into the winter months. Like it's already autumn, it's cold. As we move into winter, it gets really cold. And then you have the dilemma of wearing a winter jacket, walking, sweating, and then wanting to take the winter jacket off, but you can't because you'll get sick because it's actually really cold and you're just working up a sweat. So to avoid that, I invested in a walking pad, which is what I'm walking on right now. I actually saw a TikTok and this woman, she was not pregnant, but she was saying that by incorporating 10,000 steps a day on her walking pad, plus whatever else like walking she does, there's a lot of benefits to walking when you're pregnant. One of them being it improves your circulation. So women, when they're pregnant, they get swelling. So for me, for example, if it's really warm, my hands and my feet will start to swell. I don't like dealing with that. It hurts, for one, because my skin is getting stretched. And for two, something like walking actually improves your circulation because you are moving the blood around. It boosts your energy levels because not only are you burning energy and burning calories, but you are also combating fatigue. That is something that is so huge in both the first trimester and the third trimester. I am so tired all the time, but now that I've incorporated walking, I feel like my body has kind of conditioned itself to have a little bit more energy than typical because I know I'm gonna put some energy into doing the walking. Even though this is just a little walk, it's not like a jog, it's not like a run, I'm still getting my cardio in because my heart rate sits idly at like 115 to 140, whereas before it would sit at like 65 to 70. What seemed like a 4 out of 10 workout before is really like an 8 out of 10 workout now for me. It's important. My doctor has been recommending me to get more steps in, and I only finally started listening to him now, mostly because I didn't have any motivation until now. I think I have to owe some of that motivation to investing in my walking pad and also having the support of my husband, who has been by my side supporting me in my decisions along the way. And so yeah, so thank you. I don't think it's necessary to buy a walking pad if you are comfortable walking outside. However, I'm only going to talk about this a little bit because I'm not trying to promote it. I'm not sponsored or anything. But the walking pad has been really great because I work from home and I have a standing desk, and it makes it really easy for me to work and also walk at the same time. It's very stable. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall off. The ramp itself is quite long. Like it stays tucked into this corner right here when I'm not using it. So it's very easy for me to just like take out, set up, put back when I'm not using it. Right now I've been doing 1 hour stretches at a time. Normally I'll start at like after my morning meetings, and then I'll do an hour, and then I'll eat, and then go back to work. It doesn't have the ability to incline, but you can purchase walking pads that do. I just didn't need one. It has a remote, so I don't gotta bend down. Do I recommend this one if you are looking for a walking pad? Yeah, I do, and I'll leave it in the description bar below. But if you want to see a review about this walking pad specifically, let me know in the comments, because then I can do a separate video for that. that. So walking has been a really major part of my fitness journey while pregnant, and I've been enjoying it. You know, I get to watch YouTube videos, or I get to listen to music, or I get to work and be productive, or I work on my blog or something like that. So it's been really nice, and I've been really enjoying the time that I get to do walking on the walking pad. So the next part is about yoga. Let me just take a sip because my mouth is getting dry from talking so much. It is so good and so refreshing, and the chia seeds are just kind of floating. They don't have a taste. And did you know that chia seeds actually provide a lot of nutrients while you're pregnant for not only you, but also for the baby? Sorry, going back to the yoga thing. There's a lot of reasons why yoga is recommended for women that are pregnant. I can go on and on and on and on about it. And this also goes back to why exercise in general is really important while you're pregnant. But first one is flexibility. So when you're pregnant and your stomach starts to grow, you lose the ability to stretch the same ways before you were pregnant, obviously, particularly in the hips and the legs and the lower back, because this is where all the pressure and all the stress builds from carrying your baby. That being said, I'm gonna go on a tangent here. Purchase one of these if that's like a big issue for you. This has been my lifeline, but this is actually a belly band. Sounds so silly, and it looks like a wrestler's, like one of their champion belts. I feel like a champion when I wear this, honestly. And you'll have to ignore how scantily clad I am dressed because it gets really hot when I'm walking. Ignore the mess in the back, I'm so sorry. Here's my gigantic belly. It's a band that sits underneath your belly that supports the weight, and you can wear this anytime. It doesn't have to be just while you're working out, but it goes like this. It loops around the back, and this is how I put it on. I feel like this is the easiest. I tug it like this, and then I just Velcro it in the right spot. So this not only helps to support the weight, it almost makes you feel like someone's holding it with you, the weight of your belly. I like it because something that me and my husband have been doing is spending some time where he holds onto my belly, not only to help me and support the weight off of me, but it's also so he can feel the baby and, you know, I guess connect with the pregnancy, if that makes sense. It might sound silly, but it works for us. So anyway, invest in a belly band. It really, really, really helps because it takes the weight, lifts it, and puts more of the support on your back so that the stress and the pressure isn't building too much in those areas. Going back to the benefits of why you should include yoga into your daily routine. Number 2 is reduced stress. So when you're doing yoga, a lot of it is also breathing and focusing on the way you breathe and using specific breathing techniques that will actually reduce stress and anxiety for both you and your baby. And then the last 2 reasons are the same as exercise in general, which are improved sleep and also preparation for labor. So these 2, I would say walking and yoga together, hand in hand, do really, really good for women that are pregnant. If you can start doing it and start incorporating it, if you're not already, in your first trimester, amazing. You're gonna have an easy time. But if you're like me and you only started doing it between the 2nd and 3rd trimester, it's fine. Just make sure your doctor clears you to be able to do exercises. When I say I wasn't working out prior to being pregnant, I mean, like, I was still walking and I was still, like, you know, running around, playing sports, playing with Adriano, but I wasn't doing it daily. So if you are not active at all, I think you would have a hard time incorporating it because your body is also going through something so different, which is pregnancy. So definitely talk to your doctor and see if it's something that you can incorporate. But walking and yoga are such soft workouts. It's not like easy by any means, but they are very beginner friendly. While incorporating both walking and yoga, there have been 2 YouTube channels that I've been really invested in during the time when I'm pregnant. The very first one is Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. So it's run by this girl, by this mom. Her name is Jessica. She does videos while pregnant and postpartum, and in some videos, even though she's not actually pregnant, she'll wear a belly just to simulate what it's like doing the workouts while pregnant. And I just find that dedication so satisfying and so relatable and so I don't know, I would recommend her videos. I really enjoy them, and I think you would too. The second one is Nourish, Move, Love. It's by another mom as well. Her name is Lindsay, and I actually followed one of her free 30-day exercise things when I was postpartum with Adriano, and I actually lost a lot of weight. So I really enjoy her content. She does a lot of stretch videos, which I love all of hers. Oh my god, the sciatica stretching one, if you can find it on her channel, that one's really, really good. She also does something called no exercise repeats. You know how when you're doing workout videos, sometimes the instructor or whoever it is will repeat the same set over and over. Well, sometimes that gets boring. And so what I love about Lindsay's channel is that for those specific videos, it's never the same move over and over. It's always new, it's always exciting. So I would recommend her as well. I will link them in the description bar below so you can access them easily. This last part, I really just wanted to emphasize the importance of listening to your body. I kind of talked about it already, but even though yoga and walking are generally safe, exercises to do while you're pregnant, it's still something you should consult with your doctor. Every pregnancy is unique, and so what might work for one mom might not work for another mom. And so I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what my experience is. Hopefully, if you're also in a position where your doctor's saying, incorporate more exercise, or yeah, you can do this, then, I'm inspiring and motivating you to also do it as well. Because I didn't have that. I really didn't have much motivation until now. If I had the choice, I probably will not get pregnant again, at least not in the near future. And so I want to bounce back. And the only way to bounce back is to maintain during. And so that's why I kind of felt motivation to start working out while pregnant, but not like go crazy or anything. But yeah, so think about it, combining both yoga and walking. If you don't have a good diet, this is also this is also advice for myself because I love sugar, and today's the day before my glucose test, so after midnight tonight I have to start fasting. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. My fingers are crossed that I pass. I will let you guys know. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I was able to motivate you or inspire you to start working out if you're able to. Please let me know in the comments below if you want to see a review on the walking pad. I really do recommend it if it's within your budget to get a walking pad. It's been really helpful. I've had the privilege of having a nanny for Adriano, so she takes him out to the park, and when they're out, I get to walk on the walking pad. If you're in a situation where you already have a child who's a toddler or older, if they nap or if they can be independent, this is the best way for you to be able to get some walking time in while still being able to watch them or care for them if you need to. Okay, that's it. I'm talking too much. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Fourth reason, whoa, it enhances your sleep quality. It will, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like you feel, bleh. It's a band. Start over. I have, what is it called? My brain is like,